Glass takes an intimate look at the tragic life of Helen Martins, whose famous owl house in Neiu Bethesda has attracted many visitors.
When both her parents passed, she was stuck in the small town with nothing, and she basically started making art late in her life and transformed her house and her garden into this absolutely exquisite piece of work.
After showcasing Missing Helen at the National Arts Festival 2012, this is the second time Potgieter has been inspired by Martins.
When we were thinking of show ideas for this festival, we decided to revisit the Helen story. Missing Helen was more kind of a more literal telling of Helen's story, and it drew directly from images from her work and her relationships. So it's more narrative than this one.
Where this is not at all a narrative look at her life, but really for me just a kind of a reflection on her vision of the world and the art that she created.
We had auditions and we looked at who the dancers were, and then Hermien and I looked at what were the possible different duets, solos, group pieces that we could work with the bodies that we had chosen to work with. So it was very much a process of who are the bodies and how do they work together, and that's how we came to all the different vignettes.
So we started with a blank canvas of the grey concrete sculptures that she created, and then added whatever kind of inspiration worked for that piece onto it. For example, in Mecca, we had the little belly dancing skirt, and for the bird, we had the one-handed wing. And she was very inspired by the East, Mecca, and used glass, wire. And for me, when you go to the house, you can actually see all that light, everything that she brought into her house was to create light and brightness and space for her to be herself.
She's just an amazing woman, and I think I appreciate art and the variety of art, you know, much more.
I feel quite close to Helen the person. She suffered a lot, and I am extremely happy that she's now known for her work. She put her stamp on the world, and it's made me feel very tender about her, really.
She's not this random artist that no one has a connection to. In the Eastern Cape, you find a lot of connections when you start to speak to people, which has been really awesome.